Settle ASSUU in 2 weeks or there will be no political rally in Nigeria, NAS tells FG. Hey guys, this is still DJMTV Daily News Update. The National Association of Nigerian Students NAS has given a 2-week ultimatum to the federal government to resolve the lingering industrial action embarked by the Academic Staff Union of University, or there will be no campaign in Nigeria. Recall that DJMTV News has earlier reported that ASSUU has been on strike for 7 months with doing little or nothing about the lecturers going back to the classroom. But on Monday, the association blocked the road leading to the Murtala Mohammed Airport in Lagos as a result of the ongoing strike. Also, as a result of the strike, the Lagos-Ibadan Expressway and the Ibadan-Ife-Ilesha Expressway were also blocked according to report due to the protest of the strike. In a video we're about to watch, Ojo Olomide, the chairman of NAS National Task Force on the strike issue, said the country treats public tertiary education with utmost disregard. He said the association condemned the federal government for not prioritizing ASSUU's concern despite several meetings held to resolve the issue. We therefore wish to restate our total commitment towards the return of Nigerian students in the nation's public university back to campus. The ongoing End ASSUU strike now, which has just commenced, will be sustained until the federal government of Nigeria resolve with ASSUU and our students are back to their campuses. Blocking of access to public roads and ports by the students is just a warning. If the government fails to conclude all the negotiations and agreements with ASSUU within the frame of 2 weeks, they will witness more protests and rally all over the country. There will be no political campaigns to hold across the country until we are back to classes. Let's watch the video. We'll be right back.
We wish to restate our total commitment towards the return of Nigerian students in the nation public universities back to campus. The ongoing ASSUU strike which has commenced will be sustained until the federal government of Nigeria resolve with ASSUU and our students are back to their various campuses. Today, a lot of Nigerian students have lost a complete academic section due to these unwarranted disputes between the federal government and ASSUU, not counting those that have lost their lives or involved in one casualty or the other due to the protracted ASSUU strike. To us, the ASSUU strike is germane, and the only way to save public higher education across the nation from total collapse is to properly invest in the educational sector. The leadership of National Association of Nigerian Students will continue to grant all the nation public assets, from roads to airports, including Nigerian Port Authority, if the federal government through the Ministry of Education and the Ministry of Labour fail to resolve with the leadership of the Academic Staff Union of Universities in no distant time. For those misconstruing our struggle, we call on them to see reason with Nigerian students and join us in the struggle to save public education in the country. Gentlemen of the press, that public universities have been shut down in the last 7 months is not only disheartening, it connotes a clear demonstration that public tertiary education in this country is treated with utmost disregard. This is particularly disturbing because those who bear the brunt of these frequent crises are not privileged to seek alternatives. Yet, it is such a responsibility, particularly on the part of the federal government, that has shoehorned the citadels of learning into theaters of despair, and a reason for all stakeholders to be worried. The leadership of NAS demand a better deal for education of Nigerian masses, because most of the children of the privileged few now study either in overseas or in private universities, established with our commonwealth across the country by the same set of people we entrust to govern us. This is more reason they will continue to turn deaf ears to the demand by ASSUU for improved standard and condition of learning in our public higher institutions. We condemn the federal government of Nigeria for not prioritizing the concerns of ASSUU after having extensive meetings with its leadership, with the view of bringing an end to the protracted industrial action. We appeal to our lecturers to intensify the campaign for proper funding of the educational sector and not limit the agitation to the welfare of their members alone. Furthermore, we are aware of the reports on the activities of some enemy of progress elements within the student movement whose stock in trade is playing good boy to any government in power, with peanuts even when the outcome of the industrial action embarked upon by ASSUU to save the educational sector will equally affect them and their loved ones. This set of unprogressive, self-acclaimed student leaders who are tagging our end ASSUU strike now struggle has been politically motivated and nothing but higher mercenaries in support of government insensitivity to the plight of Nigerian students and poor parents who are bearing the brunt of this strike. Our blocking of access to public roads and ports is just a warning. If the government fails to conclude all the negotiation and agreement with ASSUU within the time frame of 2 weeks, they will witness more protests and rallies all over the country. They will also witness the annoyance, anger, frustration of Nigerian students who have been at home for the past 7 months. As we promise them that we will not show any political campaign to hold, as we promise them that we will not allow any political campaign to hold across the country until we are back to the classroom. This government has pushed so many Nigerian students into depression. We say enough is enough.
Welcome back, guys. This is still DJMTV Daily News Update. So here we have it. We've heard from the National Association of Nigerian Students Joint Task Force leader, Olamide Raymond, who has said that they are giving Nigerian government 2 weeks, after which there would be no campaign in any part of Nigeria. And they have said that this is not a threat. Their actions were seen as they blocked a lot of major road, public road. There was no access through that road. Even the Nigerian Port Authority was also taken over by the students. And they have promised that no campaign would go on until federal government settles the issue with ASSUU. But the question a lot of persons have been asking is, what is taking the federal government's time to settle the ASSUU so that the lecturers can go back to class and the students will have to be called back to school? This is 7 months. More than one academic section has already gone. People that are supposed to graduate from school, they've not left school. Some of them that are hoping to see that they graduate and round up with their school in the next 1-2 years, will be having an extra year because of the ASSUU strike. So guys, what do you think? The association joint force has come out to say that we've given 2 weeks to federal government in order to settle this. But from the report gathered, the court, talking about the industrial court, has ordered ASSUU to go back to classroom. But the students are in support of ASSUU, saying that federal government...
DJ ATV. DJ ATV.
People and people don't say no, they don't like us.
Welcome to DJ TV.
DJ ATV. DJ ATV. DJ ATV. DJ ATV.
Some of the delegates and ask the question.
DJ ATV. DJ ATV. DJ ATV.